Hi, this is Shane from ShaneTyper.com, and I have a very important tutorial for you today. I'm going to show you how to securely store your passwords in your database. So, start your PHP, and I'm sure most of you store your passwords as MD5, right? Like that, right? Well, let me tell you something. That ain't secure. You might as well just store it in your database just as normal text. If you're doing this right here, there's something called a rainbow tables, which is all they do is encrypt random words and random strings and store it in a huge database. So all I have to do is take that hash that you have, which is only an MD5 hash, and put it into that rainbow table. It'll look for that and it'll tell you what password it is. It'll take a few minutes, but it'll tell you. This is not secure. This is the second worst way to store it. One of the worst ways to store it. I wrote an article on developphp.com a while back, and I'm gonna actually make a tutorial for it to show you, not show you the rainbow table, but show you how to make it secure. Make it as a function, stored as your, and you can save that in your functions.php file if you want, and string for your encrypted string. So we're gonna put our hash to, well, actually no, we're gonna put salt is equal to x to p. A salt is something you add to the beginning or end of the string to mix it up even more. Now we're going to make our hash equal to SHA1 MD5. Now all this is combining a bunch of, or just two encryption functions, adding the salt and adding them onto each other. So you're going to end up with a pretty big hash here, and very almost impossible to decrypt. I'm gonna put our salt in, and then on the end of that, we're gonna do our string. And then at the end of that, we're gonna do our MD5 of the string. And then at the end of that, we're gonna do the SHA1 MD5 of the string. And then of course close off all your parentheses. So that's going to give you a pretty good sized string, pretty good sized hash. And then, well, of course, you're going to want to return hash. Now we're going to echo the MD5 version of, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to name my function. Name it enc for encrypt. Echo MD5 password. And let's save this. So, as you can see, pretty good, but as I said again, you can use the rainbow table and decrypt that in a matter of seconds. Now, echo a break tag real quick. and I'm gonna echo enc password. Now what that's gonna do is take the string password, pass it all the way through that, and just look. You're gonna about 3 or 4 times string length, and it's much more complicated, much more complex. That's going to take somebody considerably longer amount of time. They're going to have to know the exact function we used, and they're going to have to know our salt. So even then, I know that, and it would take me a few hours to decrypt that. It's not an easy thing to decrypt like an MD5 hash. So yeah, those pretty simple, and what you want to do is get used to adding salts to everything. Get used to using the dot to append stuff on to make it longer, and use different stuff. You can also use crypt and MD4 and stuff like that. But I'm just showing you stuff how to take something you already know and increase it. So that's the end of part 1 of the security in PHP series, and part 2 is coming up soon.